What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a little while, but I've been doing some interesting stuff with my EUC. I went on this camping trip and it was just a blast. And the EUC, I gotta tell you, it was instrumental. Like, without it, would have been nowhere near as fun, probably half as fun. Would have still been fun,
Welcome to the galaxy of dreams.
but the EUC just took it to another level. For one thing, just the amount of exploration you can do with it is just crazy. And the fact that it's small is really important because you can hike through forest and stuff that'd be super hard to do on a bike or like a scooter or something. Because the EUC, you pull up the trolley handle and if you've got something like a Sherman, it's like an off-road briefcase and you can just get through the toughest of terrain. And you couldn't do it with, you can do it on foot. But if you've got a bike with you, I just can't see how you'd get through this kind of dense forest and stuff. And this place I was camping at was just amazing. Like where I was, what you're looking at now is roughly where I was situated. Like you can see a little camper down there, little tent. Can't really see, I'll show you later. But anyway, that's where I was. And now you're looking at the salt plain, which is like just 5 minutes away, really. It's more than 5 minutes, like a few kilometers, but through dense forest. And not far away is also the beach. So I'm situated in the bush, right? Outback, Australia. 5 minutes from the most beautiful beach I've ever seen. And 5 minutes from a salt plain, like a desert basically. 5 minutes. It's super crazy. And then just like 15 minutes down the road, there's all these amazing lakes that are just mind-blowing. It's like pink and green and all these different colors. It looks like it's like a video game or something. But this place is untouched, guys. This is like countryside. There's hardly anyone out here. It's a massive area. And while I was out here, I saw some super interesting stuff, guys. Blew my mind actually. The salt plains, right? I've never actually seen one up close until I went there, ventured out there, and there's nothing. It's like not a single fly, mosquito, bug, animal. There's just nothing. Just salt plain. That's it. There's a couple of little islands in the middle of the salt plain, like little patches of vegetation. I don't know, there's probably some animals living in there, who knows, but the vast majority of the salt plain is just barren. And right now you're watching me head into the salt plain, and when we get there, guys, we're gonna see something super trippy, especially when you consider there's no life out here. So you're not gonna see even a little bug. And wait till you see what we see here, guys. You're gonna see a monster, a literal monster, a super fast monster too. I'm not kidding. I've never seen anything like this. Like, I was just mind blown. And we're gonna get there soon, like a couple of minutes away. And this is the path, this is the best path to the salt plain, right? When I got there though as well, I gotta say, I got lost and I couldn't find this same path out. I had to trek through the bush with my EUC through like kilometers of thick scrub, breaking branches, and just scared out of my mind, like thinking, man, I'm never gonna get home. I'm stuck in a desert, basically. No map, no GPS, no drone. I didn't bring my drone. If I had my drone with me, I would have made it out instantly. Like I could have flown that thing up to just 100 meters and just seen exactly where I need to go. But I didn't have it with me. It was an interesting experience though, I gotta say. Like I've never felt so lost or so hopeless. And I was even considering dumping my EUC and just taking off on foot. I had no water either. Didn't even bring water, what an idiot. To a desert. But here we are, guys. We've arrived. And look at that. These are the baby monsters. But there's a big monster that's actually staring back at me as those babies run, and now the monster took off. Look at the thing go. It's huge. It's a giant ass bird. What the hell are they doing here? I didn't even know they ran in these places, but man, I'm so happy to have seen this, guys. I couldn't believe it. This is freaking crazy. Look how fast these little babies run. It's gone like 50 k's an hour or something. Literally, like, look how fast these things. They're gonna cross this whole desert in like freaking 1 minute. Insane. Insane. Off-road capabilities. Cars can't even. If you try to drive your car through here, you get stuck, guaranteed. It's just muddy. It's dangerous. It can be dangerous. Like, I don't know, to be honest. And oh, I gotta say something as well. I said I didn't bring my drone, and you're probably thinking, wait, how are you filming this then? Yeah, I've got my drone now. The time I got lost was actually the first time I came out here. So this is the second time. And what I learned about these places, guys, is that, for starters, this place is called Snow Lake. So it's a lake. And supposedly, and look, the emu, where are the emus? They're gone. They crossed the whole desert already. It's freaking insane, isn't it? But anyway, this place is called Snow Lake. Below this salt is water, supposedly. And that's what makes it muddy. And that's why your car will get stuck. And my wheel got so muddy, it was crazy. I'll show you some pictures later. You won't believe, you've never seen such a dirty wheel in your life. But it can be dangerous because there's a lake below, and if the mud cracks, or like if the salt cracks, you can sink right in. Imagine that, you go through the salt into an underground lake, and then what do? You're stuck. No one can hear you, and I doubt you could ever get out, you know, like if you tried to like climb out, it'll just keep breaking away the salt. So that is super scary. That scares the crap out of me, actually. And after I learned that, I'll never go back there again. Never gonna ride my wheel in this place again. Even if it wasn't dangerous, I never would again because of the salt. And I didn't think of it in the, like when I first went there, I didn't like put 2 and 2 together, you know. Salt and metal don't really mix, don't they? And another interesting thing happened as well on this trip. Because when I realized the salt was going to damage my wheel, I tried to rinse it out, and I freaking like flooded my Sherman with water, guys. I couldn't turn it on and I couldn't turn it off. The Sherman was in limbo. It was, the screen was on, but I couldn't turn it on, or like when you press the power button, nothing happened. And it was saying things like E-hole, then it would say no con, then the screen would just flash. And the motor wasn't working. Before that started happening though, the motor was like sounding weird. What was it doing? It was making some weird sounds. But anyway, I ended up just taking the whole wheel apart. Luckily, I brought tools with me on this camping trip. Just like some basic set of tools. Did little unicycle bush mechanics. Took the thing apart and just aired it out. And luckily also I had a blower, like an electric blower, so I could air out all the parts, you know, all around the main board. Put it back together and it was fine, to my surprise. I thought I was gonna have to buy a new controller at least. And I thought I also might have to buy a new motor. But here's the thing, guys, here's where I went wrong. Normally when I wash my wheel, or when I rinse it, I use a hose and I do it while the wheel is upright. So I'll spray the area around the axle and the rim as I kind of spin the wheel, or like roll it back and forth, so I get all areas of the wheel. And this time I didn't have access to a hose because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So all I could do is fill bottles of water with rainwater and then pour it on the wheel. So I did the same kind of thing, but with the wheel on its side. So the wheel was laying down. And sorry, I don't have any video of this. I was just panicking this whole time. I wish I took video, guys, so I could have like... It was an interesting little experience, but I was devastated at the time. I was like, damn, like... But anyway, what I did was I had the wheel on its side and I just kept pouring bottles of water on the motor. Like I think I did 9 bottles, and after the 9th bottle, that's when the errors started coming in, and that's where I freaked out. But anyway, that's something I gotta. And the word on the street says those emus are still running, road running. And I think the rumors are true, guys. Meep meep. And by this stage, I am starting to wonder, guys, where are all the people? All I see in this town is these guys, literally. I'm not even joking. Are they living inside the houses? I'm seriously like starting to wonder. Cause look, let's head out to this place. We're gonna head out to another place. Little house out in the sticks. I thought, oh yeah, might be a farmer out there or something, you know? A human. But no, guys, that's all there is. Literally, that's all we got in this town. Rumor has it the mayor is a 7-foot emu. 300 pounds. And these guys are off to the town hall. They've got a meeting. They're running late, actually. And what I hear is that what they're working on is a new bill where emus over 12 won't have to pay as much tax. I think it's like going to be 18% or something. These emus work hard. They get taxed even harder. And they don't get many breaks. Yeah, these emus have it pretty hard. And the next thing that they're going to want to work on is sales tax. Because you see, they pay income tax. So they get taxed on the money they earn. And then when they want to spend that money on a Kit Kat or something, then they got to pay tax again. So they're paying double tax. So yeah, these emus have got a ways to go, but they're working on it. And that's it, guys. That'll be it for today. I've got some more awesome footage to show you in the next one because I took heaps of footage on this trip. Didn't want to put it all in one video. But I'll just give you a little glimpse of the place we'll visit in the next one.
Got